Good morning, Breakfast Club family. This is Mark Stevens for your host, Joe Shoup. Peace and blessings to you. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. Hope you had a great weekend. We've had a busy weekend, and hope you have a great week. Got some exciting things coming up. Got a few announcements to make. Joe, I don't think Joe is going to be with us this morning. Been up half the night. We're making some changes to make things better. I'll go through those in a minute, and we won't hold you today too long, maybe a half hour, if not less. We're working on some things, and we'll be talking about that. I'll give you a kind of taste of what's going to happen and what is happening. So for our new people, we welcome you to the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is an educational platform, teach you how to have that successful business working from home. And those of you that come every day, then you know what we're about. And again, we like to continue to encourage you to, send your people, that's, your fellow affiliates and downline to the Breakfast Club so they can get this education, so they can continually work and all of you work together to move your business forward. Let's see here. What talking points today basically is going to be about simply this. It's going to be about banking. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. I'm just going to, again, caution you that the fix is in. What do I mean by the fix is in? Well, earlier in weeks I told you about the G20 and Basel III, where, a lot of countries, the G20 agree to make you creditors to the bank. So not if, but when the banks fail, and that's going to be soon, then your money is going to disappear. So like I said, I'm not giving you, financial advice or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I've done. I've made sure that all of my money is out of the bank because the fix is in, and it's in right now. I keep as little as $50 in the bank. And when I need to pay something, then I go to the bank and I put that money in, and then I pay it right away so that it goes in and comes right out. Those of you that have money in the bank, a lot of money or a little bit of money or whatever, doesn't matter. You're still a creditor. All I'm saying is protect yourself, because I have protected myself. And there's an Agenda 21 as well. A lot of you don't know that. You probably need to Google it and read it and find some things. And you need to read Basel III and all those types of things and learn about what the banks are doing and everything, because they are, I'll say this, if 309 millionaires have pulled their money out of the bank and have disappeared, and it's disappeared, they put it somewhere else, I think that should tell you something. That's a wake-up call. I didn't need that to happen, because I woke up a long time ago. And you as my family, I'm just trying to get you awakened so that you don't get caught up in what's happening now and in what's about to happen. So that is basically the talking points for today. You need to put your money where it's safe. And to me, there's no safer place than Carrot Bars. Having a Carrot Bars gold savings account, having a Carrot Bars MasterCard that you can still conduct your business differently and all over the world, and nobody can steal your money. That's about all that I can say about that. But you really need to give it some thought, because let me tell you, the bankers are not for us. They're just not for us. The bankers are thieves. And if you remember what Joe said on occasion, says the job of the banks and the insurance company is to get as much of your money as they can. And remember, the most important economy is the economy in your very own home. It's up to you to protect yourself and to protect your family. The bankers are not going to do it. Your government is not going to do it. It's up to you. Because let me tell you, the bankers own the government. They bought them. They're bought, sold, lock, stock, barrel. So what I'm trying to tell you is don't fall for hook, line, and sinker. Don't fall for, you know, what you see on the news that seems to be good, what you read in the newspaper that appears to be good. No, you need to control your own retirement. You need to control the economy in your household. That's why I say this presentation that Joe and I put together is so important. Everything is there. Everything that has happened, that is happening, and that will happen is in there. You need to learn it, and you need to share with other people, and that's what's going to really increase your business. Okay, so with that being said, let me move on. Like I said, this is tax time, and I talked with Cecil Piper, and hopefully sometime this week we'll see. I'll give you a heads up that we're going to be talking about the taxes and how it affects your business and why it's so important to have a home-based business and what tax advantages that you have with a home-based business and everything. And there's certain things, the reason I asked him to come on is that Cecil Piper has the credentials to talk about what we're going to talk about. I have them somewhat as well. I don't have them the way that I used to have them. And this is why I only tell you what I have done. I won't tell you what to do. I'll tell you to read between the lines, because I don't want somebody coming back and says, Mark Stevens is giving tax advice. There's a lot of things I can do, but I'm not even going to get into all of that. I'm just going to tell you what I've done, and hopefully you can read between the lines and look into it and then decide what you're going to do for yourself and your family. That's all I can do. But with Cecil Piper and his credentials, he can tell you some things of what to do, because he is an enrolled agent of the, Internal Ripoff Agency. So, or Internal Ripoff Service. Y'all know about that service, right? Okay, all right, that's good. Okay, let's talk about a few things. What we're doing, and the reason that Joe is not here, hopefully he's sleeping, because we looked at a lot of things, and like I always told you, we're always evolving, we're always going to be working to improve things. And so we talked about a few things, and we got to work on it, and hopefully in the next day or two, we'll be finished. But here's what's happening. And this is why, we talked about the most important thing is when you bring a new affiliate on board, and we talked about onboarding, is the first 48 hours. What needs to be done? The first week, the first month, the first quarter. So what I'm going to address today is that first 48 hours and everything, and what's very important, what you need to do, what needs to happen. And in the first week, quite naturally, when you bring a person on, the first thing that you want to do is get them registered with Tools Rock. They need a system where recruiting never stops. They need a system to help run their business. When you open up a business, just like a person open up some McDonald's, they have to go to McDonald University. And they have to put up, it used to be a couple, $250,000, might be $1 million now. I don't even remember, because I don't look at that much anymore. But the point is that the same thing applies here. So they need to spend at least the $19.99 or $95 per month, so that they will have the system, the Tools Rock system, so they can have access to our funnels that go right along with the AdTech Worldwide presentation, business presentation. And then they'll also have the friends and family. They also will have the 12-week plan and decide which ones that they want to use. So now, some people's upline probably won't agree, because a lot of them are more interested in their short-term philosophy, and reward of getting their commission, instead of teaching the people, how to have a lifetime income. We're talking about an income for a lifetime. We're talking about doing it properly and doing it correct. We're not talking about go out there, get a bunch of people, get your people in, buy your gold every week, throw it against the wall and hope it sticks. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not what we're talking about here. So again, The key is getting tools rock. And the next thing is immediately getting into the communication class. Now, let me tell you what we're doing. There's going to be an announcement probably tomorrow. Joe will make the announcement. And it's going to involve the communication class. Now, some of you do know and some of you don't know, that communication class was $300. And Joe taught it for years. And that's what was paid. Now, we've reduced it for the Karatbars people. You know, when you run a business, it costs to run a business. Now, we reduced it for the Karatbars business. I mean, for the Karatbars affiliates. Now, this announcement, what we want is we want your people and everybody that comes on the team is to immediately get tools rock and immediately get into the communication class. So what we're doing is, first of all, over the weekend, Joe re-recorded the class and made the changes that we felt needed to be made so it can correspond with the business presentation and everything else that we're doing. We also looked at the letters. I'll get back to the letters in a minute. Let me stay on the communication class because we are going to have special pricing for the communication class. And Joe is going to probably announce that tomorrow. And like I said, he's re-recording it and it will be shorter, you know, so it'll take less time. And, you know, and like I said, that used to be $300 and Joe got that for 14 years. And people paid it and they loved it and they benefited from it. So we want you to have that same experience, your new people to have that same experience, but we want to get them in right away. So we talked about it over the weekend and, you know, we came to the conclusion that here's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce it to an amount that everybody can get in right away. So that announcement will be coming again tomorrow. In addition, Tuesday night, we will be back. You know, we're going to cover the Tools Rock back office because it appears to be that some people are not understanding it. So we're going to make sure that you know how to go through it and understand it and know what you're doing. So you need to get everybody on the call. You need to get everybody into Tools Rock. You need to get everybody into the communication class. So all of this is coming about so that we can make it easier, more affordable. Not that it's not affordable. I mean, $100 is not a lot of money, you know, for what you get in that class. It's just not. And it's a tax deductible business expense. So, and it's not about Joe making money on that class. It's about getting you in a professional manner that you can run your business and that you can run it along with that professional business presentation and that you can, you know, and design for you to get at least one affiliate a month. And also, you notice we're not talking about pressure. We don't want pressure. I don't want pressure being on you that you have to buy a gram of gold every week. I mean, you know, if you can buy one every week, that's great. If you can buy one every 2 weeks, which is the middle track, the one a week is a fast track, that's great. If you can buy one a month, which is the slow track, that's great. But if you duplicate this system and what we're talking about at the end of a year, give it a year, you will be amazed at what your income level is going to be. I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed. And then you can go from there and continually grow your business and everything. So, and there are things that we're going to put in place to, you know, which we have been for over a year at our own expense and time, which our time is a lot of expense as well. Because I look at it like this, you know, me being a financial consultant, I was doing consulting for businesses and it was $300 an hour and they were paying it. But I gave them $1,000 an hour worth of information and things that would improve their business. So there were no complaints about it. So I'm saying that to say this, $100 for the communication class was nothing. But we're going to reduce it even more from that because we want everybody to be able to participate. And we want them going in there immediately because it's so important for that to happen. It's so important for your people to get on board to understand what to do next. Because I can tell you this, there's a number of people that are losing people because their people don't know what to do. Their income's going down because people weren't properly trained and weren't properly bought in, and now they got frustrated, so they left doing other things now, and incomes are going down. We don't want to see that happen to you. We want your income going up, and we want it to always go up and to continue to go up. So I'll address any questions at the end because we're 15 minutes after the hour, and matter of fact, I've got to go because I have an appointment. So as I said, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be reducing the cost of the communication class. We're working on the letters, in the funnels to make them make more sense. Now, some of the letters in one of the funnels were put together by somebody else. And so Joe and I decided to go over them together and to see what it's really saying and if it's saying the right thing. Remember, terminology and perception, it has to make sense. And the perception that people are going to get from you is based on your terminology. So we want to make sure that not just in the class, but the letters have the proper terminology. So we're changing some of them. And they'll be better. We know they're going to be better and everything. And that's going to be to your benefit. So the letters that'll be going out from your autoresponders and everything, I'm talking about the autoresponder letters, they'll be saying the right thing. And all of us will be saying the right thing and the same thing. That's how you get the duplication to grow your business. This is not a hobby. This is not a plaything. This is real. This is being in business for real. This is like any other business, any Fortune 500 company or whatever. It's still business. Business doesn't change. The rules apply to everybody, whether you're a Fortune 500 company or Fortune 100 company, or you're a business working from home. The same principles apply. Maybe on different levels, yes, but the same principles apply. And, I was telling Joe the other day, I don't believe in this luck thing. My difference of luck is when the Creator gives you a break. Luck simply stands for this: laboring under correct knowledge. L-U-C-K, laboring under correct knowledge. And when you know what you're doing, you don't need luck. I'm just not a believer in luck. I mean, you can be fortunate in some things that happen, and a lot of people in this company did get fortunate. Some want to call it luck, and okay, that's for them if they want to call it luck. But I'm one that I don't believe in luck. I believe in laboring under correct knowledge, and I believe in guts. G-U-T-S. I believe in a great urgency to succeed. Do you have that urgency? Do you have that great urgency to succeed? If you do, then you have guts, and you're going to do what's necessary to make this business happen for you in the proper manner, and to share with other people that they can change their life, their careers and everything, and that they'll have a better life. That's what this is all about. It ain't about me. It's not about Joe. It's not about Cecil Piper. It's not about Brian Fraser. It's about you. It's about us. It's about this Breakfast Club family. It's about this AdTech family. And that's another thing. We're going to be creating the AdTech worldwide team. And to be on that team, you have to have tools rocked. You have to have gone to that communication class. Why? Because this team, we want to be doing the same thing, saying the same thing. And my goal is to eventually have the top producing team in Karatbars. Doesn't matter that somebody has a 4-year advantage on us, if you will, or start or whatever like that. We don't care, because the way we're going to build this team, we will be the top producing team in Karatbars. It's going to be called the AdTech Worldwide Team. Now, let me say this so nobody gets the wrong impression. We're not trying to steal anybody or anything like that, because most of you that do come to the Breakfast Club is not even on Joe's and my team. but you still can participate on the AdTech Worldwide team just virtue of the fact that you've been a Breakfast Club member and been coming to the Breakfast Club for the time that you have. But anybody else outside of that, they will have to have Tools Rock. They will have to, be in the community, have gone through the foundational communication class, and they will be members of the AdTech Worldwide team. That is going to be the new name of our team. We'll give you more details on that in the very, very near future. But as far as I'm concerned, the AdTech Worldwide team is together right now. And those of you that are on here that have been, that have Tools Rock, that have been through the foundational class, the communication class, you are on the AdTech Worldwide team. That's the name of our team. And the team is going to make some noise. It's going to make some noise and also going to get some people upset as well, because some people just don't like what we're doing. They want to do it the old-fashioned way. Throw it up against the wall. Go get your people. Just bring anybody and everybody in. Whether you want to work with them or not, just go get them, throw them in, and get me my money. Produce all those units so that I can get paid. But I'm not going to spend any time with you teaching you the real thing to do. I don't have time because I'm making too much money and I want to keep my money going because it's going that way. So, again, everybody has a choice. This is Joe's choice and my choice and other people's choice that are actually already on our team. We'd like for it to be your choice, is to do it right so that it will last a lifetime. If that's not your choice, that's okay. That's our AdTech Worldwide team choice. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to continue to refine it. We're going to continue to improve it. And we're going to continue to move forward. And we're going to continue to look a year from now to see where we are. And we are hoping that you will be looking the same way. That's why we've put up our money. That's why we've developed these funnels and things that cost money and it costs time. And we've done it for over a year. And now we're getting ready to start building our business and our team back like we were doing in the first place, but doing it correct, doing it the correct way. Like I say, you don't need luck. All you need to do is know how to labor under correct knowledge. That's all you need. And to have the correct knowledge, you have to have what? You have to have, what have we talked about? Education. And like I was saying, a lot of the gurus, and I think Joe had a chance to check some of them out now, they're saying the same things that we've been saying and that we're saying now. They've realized that, oh my goodness, for the last 30 or 40 years or however I've been out here as a guru, I've been teaching this thing wrong. Now I know why the people are not following me like they were or whatever, and why some of them are upset with me. And why they wonder, well, why is this business not working for me? Well, I told Joe, I said, Joe, when we started this, I said, Joe, I guarantee you that a lot of the gurus are going to be changing their tune when they see what we're doing and they see why we're doing it. And that's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what's happening. And that's why we want you to be a part of this. So it's 23 minutes after the hour. I said I wasn't going to keep you that long because we have to get back to work. We want to try to finish these letters today. We want to make sure that the funnel was working for some people and it weren't for others. And I think we have it, fixed now. We've been working with Anson and Jennifer at Tools Rock to make sure these things are done. So we pretty much think we have it done and everything. And if yours is not working, just drop Joe an email at jpshoop@earthlink.net or at the New Breakfast Club at earthlink.net and let him know, and then we can check on some things for you. We want to make sure that everything in your back office is working properly and that you have everything that you need to be successful. Because like I said, I told Joe, I said, Joe, look, of all the people that come to the Breakfast Club, it's only really one person that I actually benefit from, and I'm not complaining because I love these people. It's my family. And I said, that's Cecil Piper, because I sponsored Cecil Piper. Everybody else in the Breakfast Club that's on here is nowhere in my organization. But I ain't mad. I love you. And I'm going to continually work for you and with you to help you get to where you want to go. Because that's what I believe in. I believe in that. I believe in delayed gratification. I believe in helping somebody even if they're not in my organization, because it helps grow this company for one thing, and that's just a way to create a made me. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. The only thing that would upset me is that if anybody doesn't take this and use it and they don't share it with somebody else, because people ask me, Mark, what can I do for you? How can I pay you for what you've done or whatever? And I've always said, the way you can pay me is that if I've helped you in any way to improve your life and improve your business or whatever, do that for somebody else, because that's an extension of me, of what I love to do. And that's what keeps me happy. And that's just me. And Joe is the same way. You know, Joe gets a little upset about some things or whatever like that, and I have to calm him down. And he knows that, and he's working on that. But it's just because we love you and we care. That's all it is. And we want to see you do well. And we know that a lot of your upline don't give you help, you know, and all they're concerned about is how many units did you create this week? How many units did you buy? How many grams of gold did you buy this week? That's all they're concerned about. Go get me my money. And believe it or not, some of them even will admit to that, and they have. And Joe and I are saying, well, what's wrong with this person? It's like, if you don't do what I'm doing, you can't be in my group. I'm not going to help you if you don't do this, that, or the other. That's not right. At least we don't feel that it's right. And you've never heard us say that. You've never heard us say that. We want to help you. And this is why we say, even if you're not in our group, you're welcome to bring people to the Breakfast Club, you know, and you're welcome to participate in these things with us. So it's 3 minutes before the bottom of the hour. Let me check the chat box. By the way, this will be on Joe's, recording will be on Joe's YouTube today. A few minutes right after we close out, it'll be there, and then you can go over it again and you can share it with somebody else, and they can, you know, listen to the tape. Let's see. Well, I guess I can, if you have any questions, you know, we'll take a few minutes and put them in there. Mac says, Mark, I remember once you said that you are looking for fat people with guts and they must have a PhD. Would you please tell me what that means again? I can't get to the recording because it was on the old platform. Okay. When I said that I was looking for fat people, fat means this, that they're faithful, they're, and they pay attention, and they're trainable. With guts, they have a great urgency to succeed, and they have a PhD. Well, I want these people to be positive, hungry, and determined. That's what I'm talking about, fat people with guts, and they have a PhD. That's what that means. So there you go, Max. You know what? You know, as the days come past, I'm gonna find some of the things that I have, and I'll see if I can put it out there where you can get a copy of it and things like that, so you always have it and everything. It takes a lot of time. I got to kind of go back in my archives and everything, but I'm gonna be doing that. And maybe even if I do it once a week, that I can put something out there that you can get a hold of, or I'll put it up, or get somebody else to put it up, or whatever like that, that you can make copies of it and everything like that, and you have it. You might want to put it in a book like I have, or things like that. Because I believe in sharing and giving and helping. That's my joy. That's why I stay so happy, because I like doing that. And when I see other people are happy and they're getting it, and then they're sharing with other people, that makes us better. And I love that. So let's see here. And let me say this. If your upline is not giving you any help, invite them. If they want to know what you're doing, say, come to the Breakfast Club and you'll see what I'm doing. Because guess what? Probably some of your upline need, well, we know they need it. We know they need it. And the thing is, we're not, because Joe and I are not like that. We're not putting them down, because we know that a lot of them, they just don't know. They only know one way, and it was the way that they were taught, which was wrong. We was even taught that way. We did this for a while and everything. But see, you have to learn to think outside of the box. Don't box yourself in. When you think outside of the box, and I use it, this is the term I use, I keep my patent office open. In other words, I listen to whatever anybody has to say, because without the patent office, we wouldn't have men to the moon. We would have never landed men on the moon. We wouldn't have these different type of computers and notebooks and things and all kinds of things. You have to, they require patents. So I keep my patent office open. I listen to everybody. I'm not too good to think I know it all, because I don't know it all. I know about as much as you know, and as much as I can learn and share with you, that's what I do. That's how I'm made. So, you know, I do know that I'm fearlessly and wondrously made, because that's what's written and said about that. So that's about me. And I know I've been given the power to get wealth. And I also have been given, you know, been taught to create wealth for my children and my children's children, which are what? Our grandchildren. And that's what I want for you as well. And if we can work with each other and help each other to do that, woo, what a wonderful world. How cool is that? What a wonderful legacy that we can leave for our children and our children's children. That's what it's all about. And you know what? The fun is doing that. It's not all about the money, because like I said, if you make a loving instead of a living, the money will hunt you down. You don't have to worry about the money. It's coming. It's there. It's going to follow you. It's going to hunt you down. Why? Because you're doing the right thing. You're giving to other people. The best way to make money is help somebody else make it first. And that's what I thrive on. And that's what Joe and I have been doing over the last year. And now, guess what, y'all? I'm getting ready to go out and make some money, some big money. And if I come across something that's new, and what I mean by that will help us do this, I'm going to share it with you. I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to share it with you, whatever it is. And, you know, like Joe and I said, from time to time, if you want to put somebody together in your home and you got 5, 10 people or whatever, with our platform, we can do a presentation in your home. And you're not even in our downline. We're willing to do that, because you're our family. We love you, we care about you, and we want you to succeed. So, Wendell is asking, how do you access the recording? Well, Wendell, what you can do is go to Joe Shoop's YouTube channel and click it on, and you'll find this recording. That's where it is. That's where it's recorded at, on Joe Shoop's YouTube platform. And then also after this, you'll get a thank you for attending this recording today. And in there, you'll see a yellow strip, and you can click that on. It'll take you right to the recording. And you can share that with other people as well. It comes up every day about 10 minutes after the recording, sometimes sooner, 10, 15 minutes. And it says, thank you for attending the Breakfast Club recording. There's a yellow strip there, and it says recording. You can click on the recording, and it takes you right into the recording. Okay, family, peace and blessings with you. I love you very much. Make it a great day. We're getting ready to get back to work and make sure all these autoresponder letters are right, are saying the right thing, so that you can benefit from it. Make sure that your platform is working properly. Make sure that our education room is properly in order, that you can take people there. Don't forget the training manual that we put together. Make sure that your people go through it. Make sure that they send you a copy of that email where they filled it out, that they went through it. And, you know, help your people do this so that they can guide their people through it. Remember, you don't have a recruit until your recruit has one. And you want to do it properly, and you want to do it right. So with that being said, peace and blessings to you. Go out, make it a great day. Share it with somebody that they can change their life, they can change their career, the economy in their home, their family, their county, city, state, and country. And most of all, help us to change this world. This world needs financial freedom. It needs time freedom to be able to spend time with the people that they want to spend time with. And this is what we want for everybody. So peace and blessings to you. This is Mark Stevens for our host, Joe Shoup. Say, go out and make it a great day and bring somebody back to the Breakfast Club tomorrow, because we're going to have some great announcements and some more great things to share with you. Peace and blessings to you. Make it a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning back here on the Breakfast Club.